Welcome back, guys, to some more MLB Road to the Show with our third baseman, Everett Scott. And in the previous episode, I am honestly not sure where we left off. I think we had just started the new season with the Phillies, and I have played pretty far ahead. Yeah, I believe we played the 4-game series against the Mets where we split it 2-2. And yeah, I decided, well, I was going to go about a month in. So I was going to come back around probably at the start of May, just so it was a little over a month into the season. But we are not a good team at all. We are not very good. So I decided just to play a little bit further into the season. I was tempted to just play up until the All-Star break, but I don't know. Maybe we'll sim up to it because I have been requesting a trade because I really don't want to be on this team anymore. Like, I think we have decent, we have good players to, drive in runs. It's just our pitching is terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I haven't simulated any games up till this point except for these games against the Nationals, just because I did not feel like playing them. And also, yeah, this series against the Braves, just because I just wanted to get to this home series against the Padres and the Nationals, so I just simulated these games here. But other than that, I have not simulated any games in this season so far. But I think with how shitty our team is, I think I might just go ahead and forget about that rule this year and hope that we can get traded. I have been using zone hitting. I've been trying to get used to that. So I do have the difficulty lower than veteran. I originally had it on amateur, but then it got to the point where I was hitting home runs every single time. So I bumped it up to the minors, but for today's episode, I think I can go ahead and bump it up to rookie. But I'm not ashamed that I had to lower the difficulty for it because it's just a learning curve, I have to get myself used to it. Why is it taking so long to load? Alright, well, we're just going to see how things turn out. I don't know why all of a sudden it's being all shitty, but regardless, so we are going to be doing this series against the Padres, and then depending on how I feel, I might just sim up to the All-Star break, and we'll include that in this episode as well. Just because, I don't know, I want to get through this season because I think it's going to be another season where we don't make the postseason. But yeah, so without further ado, guys, we are going to jump into this 3-game set against the Padres. I do not care what uniforms we wear, but so we got Mackenzie Gore taking on Mike Clevenger. It's just our whole pitching staff is not doing good. It's just our pitching as a whole is kind of bad. So, and we're already losing, so that's good. But yeah, I'm trying to get used to using zone hitting because everybody on YouTube, everybody that I watch to that talks about how to be better at hitting or just how to improve your stuff, they always say the same thing. Use zone hitting. Use zone hitting. It takes time to get used to it, but once you get the hang of it, you'll never go back. So I finally said, you know what? I'm just going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to just learn how to do it. And I started off on veteran. And for some reason, I was struggling really bad with it. And then I bumped it down to the lowest difficulty before beginner. Because with beginner, they don't ever throw you balls or anything. It's always strikes right down the middle. And I didn't want it to be that easy. I still wanted it to be somewhat difficult. So I went with the lowest difficulty I could before beginner. And then I started hitting home runs every other at bat, and I said, okay, well, that's a little too much. So then I bumped it up to where it was at before I switched it to rookie. So, and when I did have it on the lowest difficulty before beginner, I switched it up, and then I was able to continue my hitting streak, and I got it up to 27 games, I think. But then obviously it ended, and now getting that first hit at bat in this game, I'm up to a 10-game hitting streak. So I don't know, maybe I am ready to put it back to veteran, because veteran is what I was normally playing on when I was using directional hitting. And then I switched it to timing for a bit, and I feel like maybe that was a little bit of an improvement over directional. But I don't know. I really want to get used to using zone hitting because everybody talks about it. So yeah, if you guys got any tips for how to be better at using zone hitting, then I would very much appreciate it.
That one the other way. Machado throws to first in time. Third out.
Oh, I think that was
Philadelphia. They're on the
I don't know. Yeah,
score.
I think I was supposed to be moving there. It's whatever. We're not gonna win this game anyway. Yeah, we're already losing by 8 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Like, that's just what I mean. Our pitching staff is terrible. Like, I could hit a home run every single at bat, and I guarantee you we'd still lose. Like, if I did 12 games where I hit on beginner difficulty and hit a home run every single at bat, I guarantee you we'd still lose half, if not more, of those 12 games. Just because our pitching staff is that terrible.
Smoked on the ground a second. On to first. Fine play in the hole.
Yeah, I might as well just keep you guys around for this first game, and then we'll go back to normal editing for the rest of this series. So yeah, 10-1. Even if I hit this grand slam, we're still down by 4 runs. Yeah. No, we're still down by 5 runs. Yeah. Math is hard, apparently.
That one misses.
My main problem when it comes to using zone hitting is, like, I focus more on, I don't watch where the ball is going. I focus on where my diamonds are, and I'm just watching those, and then the ball will be in the opposite direction. So I have to get better at that as I pop up. Not good, but like I said, we weren't winning this one anyway. Yeah, we lose 10-1 anyway, so nobody else could do anything. But oh well, on to game 2. All right, so first at bat, bottom of the first. I almost said bottom of the 10th for some reason. I think it's because I read 10-game hitting streak there. Seeing if we can make it an 11-game hitting streak here. 1 out, 1 on. I did not want to swing at that, just force a habit. But yeah, this team is bad because we lost to the fucking Baltimore Orioles, who are like 14-34. Or no, they were 13-34 going into the 2-game series we had against them, and we lost both of them. And we lost in comeback fashion as I watched that. Okay. This is a terrible episode so far, but oh well. Back up to bat again with 2 on, 2 outs. I just try and keep it up in this zone, and that seems to work out pretty good for me. I don't know if that's what most people do or if they just leave it and then move it as they see fit, but
that one not close. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
something of note, too, is that I've hit over 200 career home runs. My 30th home run of this season was my 200th career home run. And they didn't really make a big fuss about it, which was kind of annoying. It's like, that's a big milestone.
Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter.
There we go. That'll get through, and that'll be 11 games. He's going home, and he's safe. So an RBI single. There we go. 11-game hitting streak, too.
Well done. Drives in the run. Smash that one through the infield with a knock. When it's
all right, but
hard, it makes it very tough.
If nothing happens, I'm going to start cutting out things on the bases because sometimes just nothing of note happens. And I don't want you guys to have to sit through that. So we'll watch this one. But I have a strange feeling he'll probably get walked or he'll strike out.
Tap softly to the
Yeah, a
right
little
side.
blooper. He's out at first.
Throw over to
Yeah.
Troy.
So stuff like that, I don't want you guys to sit there and watch it because it's boring. So
3 innings
from now
complete.
on, I'll
It's
try and remember to cut that
1,
stuff
and
out.
the Padres nothing.
And I strike out swinging. I had good patience with that one. He just got me with some good pitches there.
Bury that curveball
Oh
down
well.
low.
Here's Manny Machado.
All right, some
now.
defense time against Machado. Tied 1-1 in the top of the 7th with 2 on, 1 out. Potentially turn 2 here.
Bounce to third. Has some trouble.
Oh, I
with it.
stopped that. Can I get him at first still? No.
They don't.
He'll be safe.
To first to work. On the ground right side.
And that'll be a little grounder to second and the out
Leadoff
at
man is
first.
out here in the 8th.
Fastball grew right.
And we lose 9-1.
And when you have
All
that kind
right.
of lead, do you make it easier for the pitching?
Final game of this series.
Pitches pitched to
All right, starting off with some defense here.
Righty delivers.
Top of the first, no one on, 1 out.
Ground ball.
Simple
left
little
side.
grounder. Get the out at first.
Whips it to
There we go, 2
Mountcastle.
gone in the
That takes
first.
care of Cronenworth.
Back up to bat now. 1 on second with 1 out.
Pitch. Swing.
And I strike out again, chasing after a pitch way outside the zone. That's something I'm still struggling with zone.
But that time,
I can't seem to keep my eye on the ball all the time. And I just focus on where I'm putting the
And
PCI.
at second with 1 away.
But it's some defense time again against Machado. Runner on second with 1 out.
Line drive.
And I got that. Don't know why I went for first there.
Everett.
All right, but back up to bat, bottom of the 4th.
Right side, hard hit.
And that'll be a grounder over to first.
well, he's doing a nice
Gets
job
the
of
snag
keeping
on
the
it.
ball out of the air.
Here's Manuel.
Defense time again here, top of the 5th. 2 outs, nobody on.
That's to third. Scott.
Got
picks
that
up.
one. Get it over to Mountcastle at first. There we go.
And that is that.
Top half of the 5th is done.
That one to
And that'll be another grounder over to first to end the 6th. It's a pitcher's duel here. Still tied 0-0.
0. So 2 aboard and 2 outs.
All right, top of the 7th with runners on the corners and 2 outs. Still scoreless here. Pitchers having wonderful games. But I don't trust our bullpen at all.
Swung on, popped up left side. Scott under it.
And there we go.
Now it's Fernando Tatis.
All right, top of the 9th, Tatis Jr. up to bat with a runner on second with nobody out. Still tied at 0 here.
We see the game played today, though. Guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name
That'll
of the
be a
game.
grounder to me. Over to first, 1 gone.
And that is a big first out.
I will not be surprised if that runner on second comes around to score and we end up losing.
And now
Yeah, exactly.
Scott. And a little something extra.
You gotta love a shitty bullpen. And they're walking me. I don't know why. I'm 0 for 3 on the day.
Choice here. They intentionally
And you have the runner on first, so you still have a double play
These fans don't
possibility.
like to see
So
that because they showed
I don't know.
they should swing the bat, but
wait, what the hell? I swear to God, it said there was a runner on first already.
Bomber deals. On the ground, right side.
Oh, there you go. There's 2 outs.
And 2. What a
God, I hate this team so much. I want to be on a different team.
ball in play to
The final 1-2.
All right, guys, so I simulated through this national series where we did take the series 2-1. I think I'm just going to simulate up to the All-Star break here just because I want to get through this season as quick as possible. So let's simulate through this Cincinnati series. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, fuck you. All right, and we win that series. So we win back-to-back series after being swept by the Padres. Let's see if we can beat the Marlins, who are a half game ahead of us. Playing them in a 4-game series to finish out the month of June. All right, and we take that series 3-1, and I'm currently sitting at 50 home runs. Now we have a 2-game set against the Mariners. And we take both of them. Back on the road now against the Nationals. Lose game 1 and 2. Win 3. And got a thing. Don't care. And we lose that series to the Nationals. Now we're taking on Shohei Ohtani and the Cubs, who are 53 and 37. Wish I could be playing on that team. Simulate through this 4-game series. And we win game 4. Still lose the series 3-1. Not surprised there. Somehow we're ahead of the Marlins now. Taking on the Braves, who are the leaders in the NL East. Simulate game 1, we lose. Game 2, we win, excuse me. And game 3, we win. All right, let's play the Home Run Derby. So I'm the first seed. Last year, we did not do well at all. Rafi Devers on the Cubs. I saw Javi Baez as well. I don't need to see this again. So yeah, we got Matt Olson, 8th seed, taking on Everett Scott first. Then we got Javi Baez taking on Brandon Lau. Then we got Joey Gallo taking on Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and Juan Soto taking on Rafael Devers. All right, and I believe I have to go first. No, Matt Olson does. So we'll just fast forward through this, see how many he can hit. I'll probably skip most of this, but I don't want to fast forward to my opportunity because he'll hit like fucking 50 home runs in the simulation. They seem to hit less when you just watch it play out. So I will see you guys at the end of Matt Olson's turn. All right, so Matt Olson finished with 18 home runs. I have 227 career home runs. See what I can do here. That was a moonshot, just foul. All right, you know what? For this, you know what? Just fucking stick with it. If I lose, I lose. There we go. How'd that not get out? That one is crushed. There we go. Getting a little rhythm going now. All right, potentially my final home run. No, and I will lose because it did not go over 440. So 2 years in a row I lose in the home run derby. But apparently I can't do anything good in this episode. That sucks. Now Matt Olson will probably win the damn thing. I don't care. Fast forward to the end of it. Joey Gallo won. Okay. All right, first at bat of the All-Star game. Already losing 1-0, so it seems like no matter what team Everett Scott plays on, the pitching staff is terrible. And I strike out. God, I am terrible. Bottom of the 4th, we're leading 2-1 with no one on, 2 outs. And I pop up. And he gets the out. Defense time, tied at 2 in the top of the 6th. No one on, no outs.
On the ground to third.
Managed to snag that one and the throw over to first. And the first out of the inning. All right, bottom of the 6th, probably my last at bat. We're up by 1 with 1 out and 2 on. See if I can actually do something here. Haven't done anything all video. And that'll be a grounder over to second and a double play. So, terrible episode wrapped up with a terrible at bat.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench.
And the American League wins, so they will have the World Series advantage. All right, guys, but I'm going to call it there because this was an absolutely atrocious episode. I don't know if I just shouldn't be using zone hitting. I don't know. I might just go back to using timing or directional because zone just, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I just need to give it more time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just irritated and struggling so much because I know I'm on a shitty team that is terrible and I want nothing to do with them anymore. So maybe that's part of it. But yeah, sorry for a terrible episode. Hopefully the next video I record, which will be some NHL, hopefully we can do a lot better in that video. But regardless, if you did find some sort of enjoyment with this episode, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, let me know what you thought about the video, give me any tips on what I should do to try and be better, and also don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. I'm on the road to 150. Do not know where I'm currently sitting at. I have not checked in a few days, but yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy that video despite it being absolutely terrible on my part, and yeah, so until next time guys, take care.